What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Valhalla. My name is Splattercat. Very happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while and continue to explore the storyline. In the previous episode, we found out our girlfriend had died. God, that's a lot of beer. We bought a lot of beer. I didn't realize we were spending that much on beer. Holy Christ, we bought a lot of beer. That's a decent amount. I mean, if I come over to your house and you live by yourself and you got that much beer stacked in the corner, you're either like a rum runner or you really, really like beer. If you have like 6 roommates, I'd be like, oh, well, you know, everybody got to drink a beer. You can't have a beer by yourself. You got to pass them around a little bit. Let's see here. Cutesy game poster, I think was what she wanted. So there it is. Cutesy game poster to make us feel better about the fact that our significant other passed away. And there it is, up on the... What is happening in that poster? I don't know. We'll figure it out later. Let's go ahead and check and see if there's anything on the net for us to be appraised of. Let's see. Kira Miki's doing another concert. 66 American Kid returns challenges Giant Yusuke to a title match. Ever since Giant Yusuke won the GSF belt, he's had nothing but negative responses from fans. Challenger after challenger has tried to take the challenge away from the imposing Giant, but nearly all of them were injured in the process. 66 American Kid surprised the GSF world by returning to action almost 4 months earlier than expected, and then by challenging Giant Yusuke on a title match on January 4th at the Super Duper Silver Thunderdome. This January, I'll become the champion GSF deserves, 66 American Kid proclaimed during a promotion in front of 25,000 fans in the Kokoto Hall. Let's see, we have nanomachines tracking people 24/7. However, due to the violent protests that have taken place recently, Prime Minister Quincy is now proposing a new law that will allow the government to shut down anyone with nanomachines in their body using a pulse signal. Many people died during the protests, and that could have been avoided if we had more control over the masses, Quincy said during a parliament meeting. We have the technology to simply shut down lawbreakers. It's a non-lethal way to end any kind of conflict, and it's common sense to use it at this point. When asked about the possible negative consequences, Quincy refused to make any further comments. Yeah, it's because he's a skeevy bastard, and we know what he's up to. He's trying to pull some shit. I know. I can't do the 4chan thing right now. We just gotta keep moving forward. Good evening. You okay? I feel like shit. You sure you should have come then? You're in for all the right to stay home. Oh, you're in all the right. Sorry, I saw an extra word there. I have to come. I threw away everything I had in my life to be here. People I loved were pushed aside just so I can enjoy my freedom of being here. My stupid, stupid freedom. So I will come here until I die. Even after the bar closes, until my hair falls out. You're the one who looks like she's about to fall apart. Your eyes are red and swollen. Yeah, well, your hair is hairy. Yes. Yes, it is. Ugh, who was the dipshit that changed the order of the glasses? It was me. I was the one washing dishes yesterday, remember? Oh, yeah, I was too busy staring at my crumbling life and all that. Why don't you go home, Jill? You're in no position to deal with people right now. Go home and rest a bit. My ex-girlfriend died, and I wasn't there to see her one last time. All because of a fight I spent all these years regretting and wishing to, but never actually apologizing for. My decision to assert my freedom and grab a hold of my life led me to this. A bartender strapped for cash that distanced herself from her loved ones for no other reason than selfishness. So I won't fucking leave. I threw all of that away to be here, and so here I will stay. This is what I wanted, and this is what I left all of that behind for. This is why... See, you're starting to sound like a broken record. Oh, leave her be. I'd rather have her here than alone in her apartment. How you feeling, Jill? I feel like a shit-eating piece of shit. So a cannibalizing piece of shit. Gotcha. I'm the lowest form of any possible life that you might find. Nanobes look down to me in disgust, knowing they're far superior. You're spirited. That's good. Where's the mutt? Working with the CIRA. At CIRA. I know what I said. In any case, let Jill process her anger. It's perfectly normal to feel that way. And here, she's surrounded by people that care about her. It's a lot better than leaving her to fend for herself. I mean, as smart as 4 might be, he's still just a cat. Then why not have Jill stay, but not serve anyone today? What part of I won't leave didn't you understand? I didn't leave everyone behind to just sit and do nothing. Fine, fine. What do we do if she lashes out at a client? Well, that's why you're here, Gillian. Pliskin. Who? Hey, Jill. What? I'll be in my office, but if you need a break or a hug, just tell me. Oh, you already put on music. This is gonna be an interesting day. Oh, Christ. The Hall of Heroes keeps shining, brimming with the, Do I smell tacos? Wait, it's outside, never mind. Oh, hell no. We meet again, bartender. Virgilio, what can I get for you? Today, the luminous pollution on the streets makes it seem almost like a starry sky. And when I think about stars, I think about celebrities. Celebrities are fishy, and my favorite fish is the octopus. So I want something octopus-like. Aren't you, gonna do that weird bartending thing? I'm waiting for you to order like a human being. I'm not following. Spell out your order like you're a human who is not in need of medical help. Fine then. I want a sparkle star. S-P-A-R... Sparkle star. Sparkle star for the mumble. Let's go with the sparkle star. I'm gonna get this fool drunk. I'm gonna take out my frustrations by getting everybody shit-faced. Because that's how I do. You know what? Load this thing up. This thing is gonna be more liquor than anything else. Age it, mix it. Let's go. Sparkle star. Get wasted. See? Was that hard? Have you tried to spell under pressure? You look angry, spelling bartender. Are you having that time of the month or something? No, I'm just filled with ridiculous amounts of anger, pain, self-hate, and on second thought, you're not that far from the truth, I guess. I get those too, you know. Periods. You do? Yes, last month I finally got over my renaissance and moved to my enlightenment. Dear God. And here I was thinking you'd to say something serious for once. Are you implying that I'm not serious? Glaring holes through me will do nothing. I'm glare immune. If you allow me to give you a sincere piece of advice... Whatever, it's not like it'll help. You shouldn't kick yourself so much. If you keep it up, any chance of finally forgiving yourself will someday be gone. Self-hate will leave you with a hole that will never heal. So please, take measures against it instead of sulking so much. I'll be damned. That actually sounded half sensible. Here I was thinking you were just a pompous lunatic. Hey, pompous lunatics have stories too. Really? What story? I would rather not tell. Figures. You want anything else? Have you ever seen how the, a bad touch. Bad touch. Whatever. Her little text down here. I dated a girl who was like that for so long. She got hella pouty. She had a pouty vein in her. And pouty people just make me want to laugh. Like, that's the funny part. When people are, like, pouting and getting hella angry, I just want to laugh at it because it's funny to me. I don't know. It makes me laugh when people are just being like, all, whatever. I don't care. It just, I have to laugh at it because it's absurd. Here. Yeah, I guess this is the one. Maybe he's right and I shouldn't be so hard on myself. Even though I deserve every second of it. If only I had apologized earlier, I might not be feeling this way right now. If only I can't even remember what held me from apologizing all those years. Bartender, you're making a lot of faces there. Pride, fear. What kept me from apologizing to Lenore? I can't even fucking remember what feeling kept me from fixing this whole situation. Can I at least find solace in whatever feeling it was that brought me to this situation? Great, now I'm feeling even worse thanks to not being able to muster whatever feeling held me. Is she okay? Nah, but just leave her be for now. Hey, Jill! Huh? Oh, thank God, a normal person. What? A mummy? No, I don't have kids. Still more normal than this twat. How are you feeling, Say? That look on his face. My bones are still broken, but at least the cuts are healing nicely. Thank God I'm not someone that scars easily. I mean, wounds don't leave marks. It'd be a problem if I couldn't get scar tissue. What happened to you? Fell off of 2.5 stories and then I fell 2.5 stories into some trash and rubble. You look better though. Last time you came, you looked like you were about to collapse emotionally. I guess. You're the one who looks like it now, though. How do I put it? It's like when I called you your full name, but magnified. Yeah, don't mind me too much. I'm just in a bad mood. Anything I can do? Please forgive me if I suddenly lash out at you or anybody else. You want anything? My tongue's not so sensitive today, so, let's have a beer. And you? Such a change in tone. I'm fine. I don't need anything. Let's make a beer. I'm making a brewski. Here. Yay, let's see if there are any differences from the canned ones. And this one tastes less watered down. So did something happen to you? I'm fine. Nothing's really happened to me. People who are fine don't act like that. Ah, I get it. You're in one of those days. When it's that time of the month, I get a bit sulky. No, I'm not on my period. No. I'm dealing with the loss of somebody, alright? Oh. Sorry. Don't worry about it. Maybe I shouldn't have come in today after all. No, maybe... You alright? I'm trying to find something to say. Making a joke would be tasteless, and I can't say everything will be alright without it sounding cheap. I'm at a loss as what to do here. I'm sorry. Huh. Want to hear something weird? I was exactly like that when Stella came here on Monday talking about you. Oh. Well, ladies, I'm leaving. Virgilio? Yeah. You were just sitting with a Valkyrie. Really? Splendid. This'll make a good entry in my poems blog. I feel bad about the way I treated him today. If not for the fact that he was being cryptic with his orders for no good reason. Like Stella when she first came in? Yes. Well, no. I mean... You could have given him a free beer or something and apologized. Yeah, I just keep messing things up with people. But you know, he seemed familiar. Familiar? Yeah, I can't put my finger on it though. I just feel like I've seen him somewhere. Ah, well, it might just be that he looks like someone from an ad or something. What brings you here? I wanted to come with Stella, so I'm waiting for her. Why here? To be with you, of course. That reminds me, how did Stella react when you arrived? She slapped me real hard. It hurt. She said that's for making me worried and not listening to me, and then she became happy. Huh. Can I ask whose loss you're dealing with? You shouldn't be bothered with it. Just pretend I'm in a bad mood and call it a day. Oh, okay. You really want to know, huh? I can't help it. I don't like seeing people sad. I just need to know context, not details. Someone to whom I said some mean thing to passed away before I could ever see her again. Does that work? Yeah. Sorry. Knowing I can't do anything helps me calm down, but... I mean... It's not that I wouldn't help, it's just that I... Calm down, I get it. I can't contain myself when I see somebody in need. But I've learned that there are times when you just can't do anything, and that's kind of fine. Thank God I learned that, otherwise I would have gone insane ages ago. You're a good person, Say. Nah, I'm just an annoying girl. Still, if there's anything I can do to help, let me know. I've broken bones, but that doesn't mean I can't offer emotional support. You could always order another drink. Oh yeah, that. Let's do that. Give me something cold, please. Something with ice. Okay. Sparkle Star, aged and mixed. On the rocks and blended, a sunshine cloud. That sounds good. Everybody getting drunk. Sticking to the rules and regulations today. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. There you go. It's pretty cold outside though. Yeah, but I don't like hot or warm drinks. It made me feel nauseous. You know what really cheers me up? What? Singing. Hearing people sing helps too. Do you sing? I mean, did you take singing lessons or anything? No, people have told me my voice is pretty nasty actually, but they've also told me I'm good with the harmonica. So you play the harmonica. I needed something to do with breathing exercises, and a harmonica's a lot smaller than a tuba. And I guess if you practice enough, you actually become decent. That's something I didn't expect. I hear that a lot. I know I don't look like the musical type. I used to play the violin right until I was probably 16 or so. Really? Can you still play? Violin's at my mom's house, so I don't have it with me. But I guess I could. It's one of those things you don't forget easily. Why'd you stop? I don't know. One day I just felt like stopping. No deep reason behind it. Just like me and cooking. That and almost burning my place up. When's Stella coming? Now that you mention it, she is a bit late. Let me call her. You do that. I'm gonna take my break. Tell Gil if you need anything else. Sure. Bring me. It's time for a little break. Here's a thing that says Valhalla with fading text. Also some scribble drawings. Stella and Say make me a bit jealous. Back. Looks like you've calmed down. I still feel like kicking myself, make no mistake, but I guess I cooled down a bit. Say helped a lot with that one though. I just can't stay mad when I see her. Speaking of which, where is she? I think she went outside to look for that Stella girl or something. That way, or the way you are right now, it feels like I should be protecting you. Hey, the only thing hindering me is the broken arm. I've gone into burning buildings with a 2-centimeter deep cut. Yeah, I remember that one. 1 millimeter more and you've lost the motor function in your arm. Welcome. Ah, hello, Jill. What's this about protecting who? Yeah, sort of like Stella's unofficial bodyguard, but I'm not really fit for such duties right now. So is that like her hair, or those like shoulder pads, or like what's up with that? I still don't know exactly like what those are. They're like big ribbons, or like how do those work? My father insists I go everywhere with protection, so most of the time I only ask Say if she feels like going out. She's trained to deal with the kind of things that bodyguards deal with anyways, and she's more fun to hang around with too. So I'm assuming that gorilla outside is a bodyguard. That's Buster, pretty cool guy. He played football professionally until he lost his leg in a demolition derby. We've offered him an implant surgery for all his years of service, but he rejects it every single time. Well, he got used to the replacement he's using, so maybe it's for the best. It's a thick oak branch on a metal bowl tied to his stump. And yet he can still run faster than me with it. True. You want anything? I'm fine for right now. A Brantini, big one. I'm in a good mood. Big ass Brantini. Where's that big bastard of a Brantini? So we need 12 of these little bastards in here. I think that's the most like Adelaide I've ever put into anything. There you go. After all these years, I still don't get why the finest and most expensive things come in small packages. Ever tried to go to a restaurant only for them to serve you a really small portion of some fine food? Yes. I got unagi at a Japanese place one time. Fried unagi. And oh my god, they brought out like a booger-sized sliver of unagi. I was like, are you kidding me right now? And when the bill came, oh my god, it's like somebody's taking a sledgehammer to my wallet. Like, y'all are a bunch of criminals. I never went in there again. Sometimes you just want to, stuff yourself with really cheap food. Say, let's go for some hamburgers later. I'm not taking no for an answer. I know what you mean when you say some, You might as well call the place and tell them to prepare everything in advance. Can I ask you two something? Sure, I guess. How did you two meet? Stella showed up in the park I used to play at when I was a kid. We played a couple of times. She started showing up more and more, and that was it. My father told me that when I was 5, I kept insisting on going to a real kids' park. We drove for some time, and the park I liked was the one Say happened to be at. You ever seen a girl in a dress go to a muddy park? She learned her lesson and started showing up with more fitting clothes. But man, that's a scene I can't forget. So you two have known each other for most of your lives. I've known her longer than I've known my own father. Why the question? No reason, you two just look so comfortable with each other. Any other person would have sworn you were an item. An item? What kind of item? A couple, Say. Oh, it's, yeah. I get it now. It's funny because we actually earned a mock prize of sorts for best couple at Stella's high school. 3 years in a row. So you two didn't go to the same high school? No. Oh. Don't you have any childhood friends, Jill? Childhood friends? I can't think of any. My grandpa, I guess. What kind of man was he? Gruff. The kind to eat raw Bronson roots every morning. Brrr. Around me, he was different. I have memories of him barking orders to my dad only to turn around and play with me gently. It's interesting, though. He was my mom's dad, but after my mom and dad separated, he stayed with my dad. But yeah, he's the one that comes to mind when I think about childhood friends. Oh. Hey, Jill, what's this Bloom Light? Spicy drink. Tastes nice the first time, but it gets samey after a while. It's also brown for some reason. Give me one of those, please. I'll have one too. On it. 2 Bloom Lights. I don't think I've made one of these yet. Powder Delta, 2 Flanner Guide, 3 Carmatrine, and then we age it, throw it on the rocks and mix. Bloom Light, and then we get 4 more of these, and then maybe one of these. 2 of these little bastards over here. Done. I don't know. I kind of like it. Yeah, but after the 3rd one, it starts tasting like sand. Spicy sand, but sand nonetheless. Who's dimming the light? Zzz. Huh. Guess she had too much before I came. Yes! Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Well, that and she must still be tired from the whole bank thing. She told me about everything that happened in there. To be honest, I don't think I would have made it in her place. I guess I should be thankful for the nanomachine treatment she went through as a white knight. Treatment? Trauma suppressors. Basically, it helps with the healing process of PTSD. It's mandatory for every white knight regardless of division. Oh. Still, healing can only do so much. For 3 days that bank was hell, and poor Say is still paying for it. The disbanding of the White Knights and subsequent persecution of those who were identified as former members. It's unfair, you know? Among all the people using the White Knights to further their own agendas, Say was one of the few that actually believed in what they were supposed to do. Paid off, though. The doctor who treated her wounds was the same one she's always assisted with accidents and emergencies. He treated her at no cost whatsoever. Well, good karma and all that. She's earned the gods' favor, I think. But you know, all of that made me realize I might be a bad person. How? When I saw Say wounded asking for help, a part of me was happy. After all this time of needing her, she finally needed me. I felt truly useful to her for the first time. How sad is that? Sometimes the best help one can provide is just to stay alive. Who knows, maybe it was the idea coming back to you that helped her. And I guess you wouldn't be a human without all the thoughts like those once in a while. Maybe. Can I get you anything else? I'm good. I should be leaving, actually. Come on, Say. Let's go get hamburgers and go home. Yeah. We'll be leaving now. Thank you. Come again. Feeling better? Nah, I just don't reek of rage. But I still feel like a piece of shit. Little steps, I guess. Hello? Ah, Kim. Welcome. I was afraid I'd mix up the directions and end up at somebody's house or something. What can I get for you? I'll have a sunshine cloud, please. Sure, sunshine cloud. Coming right up. Is this one of the... Oh, optional Carmatrine. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Everybody in the club getting tipsy. Yeah, mess them up. This is how we do it right here. I'm one of those bartenders, the ones that everybody likes. I like heavy-handed bartenders. If I feel like slightly buzzed after like 1 drink, I be like, I like this bartender over here. I like this bartender. Pay the same amount of money, get twice the liquor. And they're like, yeah, I just put in my 2 weeks. I'm like, see, I knew it was something. Here you go. Thanks. So how's work on the web paper? Oh, I quit. What? Yep, went to the office of that chauvinistic horseblower and I told him I quit. Why'd you do that? I arrived early to my meeting and got some assignment. Spent hours doing it only for the other bitches to come and ruin it. After that, I didn't have the time left, so my supervisor scolded me. So I snapped and quit on a whim. Oh. Don't you have any second thoughts or regret anything? I guess you'll always have second thoughts. Even if you do what you want, you'll still think, what if? Even so, I was getting physically sick there. I dreaded the arrival of every morning, so I even almost... What I'm saying is, I don't know what I'll do, but it's certainly better than being there. I feel free. Free. It's a wonderful feeling, you know? I feel like now I can find something that I care about. I can return to the augmented eye, but I could still pursue journalism with another outlet. I haven't felt like this in, well, ever. What about your family? They weren't too happy, that's for sure. My dad took it better, but my mom freaked out, to put it mildly. What are you gonna do and all that? But I'm not here about that. Give me a big drink, please. What kind? I don't know, something bubbly. Something big and bubbly. Well, apparently bubbly is an option. Alright. We'll go with the cobalt velvet. And then it's on the rocks. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up, mix them. There you go. If detergent commercials are to be believed, this will clean out my insides. It'll also kill things inside you. I gotta ask though, how did you end up working here? No deep reason. That's what I did when I got out of high school. Taking a year off was out of the question, so I went for the first thing I thought about. But I couldn't get into the robotics course, so I settled for journalism. To be honest, I got tired of the job midway through it, but I couldn't bring myself to leave. Too much pressure from the family. It's a really common tale, I guess. You have troubles like those? Same story as you, I just went through the motions. From high school to college, I never stopped to think about what I was doing. And then at some point, I just felt like my life slipped through my fingers. Suddenly, all I wanted was freedom and a little pause to stop and take a breather. My life went to hell for that fucking breather. Give me a, something. Something? Sorry, I just have dry mouth. Anything will do. She wants something, huh? Give her the classic. Sugar rush. Ba-da-da-da. With helicometrine. Everybody getting wasted today. Here you go. Thanks. I feel like I asked something I shouldn't have. Don't fret about it. I'm just in a rough spot right now. What are you gonna do now? Honestly, I don't really know. I do feel liberated, however. Like, I could do whatever I want, study whatever I want, work wherever I want. I know it's not that way, and it won't be easy, but I feel a lot more confident than when I was out of high school. I honestly don't get why they put young people who barely know society, or who know how society works, through that one. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Your mental health should be your priority and all that. Thanks. I really needed the encouragement. Come back if you need more. I wouldn't dare leave someone alone when it comes to this sort of thing. Thanks. Bye, Jill. Come again. You should take some of that advice for yourself. I know. Let's call it a day for now. You need some rest. Yep. Honey! And with that, we're out of time. I'll save you, Dorothy, for the next episode. This is Valhalla. Get the game for yourself down below. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next time.